Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Jeanette. I create natural hair content for those of you that want to learn or just looking for some natural hair inspo. In today's video, we're going to be doing a Flexi rod set. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. This week I have been off, maybe a little last week too, but don't worry, I am going to be better. I'm going to be more consistent. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, make sure you have your post notifications on, and let's get right to the video. So I actually shot this video back in August of 2022, but I never posted it. So my hair is going to look a lot longer than it is now because before I got the haircut in October. I'm literally just going to walk you through step by step how exactly I did it. Let me pull it up here and make myself small. So my hair is already blown out. I already stretched it. If you want to know how I blow out my hair, I have a video up on my YouTube channel. It's called like my blowout routine. I posted it like, what, 2-3 weeks ago? But yeah, guys, look at how long my hair was. Wow, I really cut all that off. It's okay. Health over length every time. We're working in sections here. So parting, don't worry too much about parting. Like, parts obviously don't have to be perfect. Wow, I'm going really fast. I wanted to work in smaller sections. So the smaller sections are the bigger the hair is gonna come out, right? So like I like big hair, especially because like I have fine hair, so I like to make it look as big as it can. I wouldn't say I go in small sections, but I just part accordingly to that. You know what I'm saying? Also, like my head shape is very small, so usually by the time I do like my first part, I'm already like ear to ear. But yeah, just like judge it by your own head, go by feel. So I went in with the dough mousse. Is it the dew? It's the dew. It's the dew. The dew. Would I recommend you using this on a Flexi rod set? Personally, for me, I feel like it did the job a little bit too well. During the takedown process, the hair was literally sticking to the Flexi rods. Like I literally had to rip them out. Struggled to get my hair off the Flexi rod set. It just was like almost like glue. Like it worked very, very well. So I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I normally do like it and I would recommend it, just not for a Flexi rod set. My hair was literally sticking. It hurt to take it off. I don't know, it was just too strong for me. So when I hold it out to the end, I'll take the hair, let me get a Flexi rod, hold on. I'll take my hair and then wrap it around before I start wrapping the Flexi rod. And then I'll rotate the Flexi rod till when the hair wraps around the hair, if that makes sense. How can I explain that better? Like you see, I make sure the hair overlaps at the bottom just so I know that it's secure and it's not gonna fall loose, like it's gonna stay tight. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And then I go in and then wrap the Flexi rod. You see how my hair is like flat? That's the way like I like my Flexi rods to be. I've seen people do different ways, but like I want that like flat wrap look. So like I'm going very slow, I'm taking my time. I make sure the hair is like overlapping each other. As I move up, I make sure the hair is like overlapped. That's just the kind of look I like to go for. You know, knotting it was pretty easy. I just knotted it so where I literally just fold it in half, almost backwards. So I literally just went in with like one pump, maybe two if I needed it. But again, yeah, making sure I was overlapping my hair at the bottom and then going in to wrap the Flexi rod around and around and around. Like that's how I made sure it was secure. Like, and look at how flat I got it. Like my hair, I'm not just like twisting my hair up and like rolling it around. I want like a flat wrap. Does that make sense? To me, it's just what makes it, gives it that like pin curl look. And then again, I just wrapped it so the way you want to fold it over is so that your hair doesn't move. So usually for me that meant like wrap, 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 and then wrap it like almost behind. But just play around with it. Here's it again. Oh, perfect. I slowed it down for y'all. Look at that. Overlapping the hair at the bottom. And then also doing like a twist kind of motion just to make sure that everything was like really, really flat at the bottom. And then as you twist upwards, it just gets easier. See, I make sure like the hair, like sometimes you can't see the blue spaces in between, but I do make sure that like my hair is overlapped. I really like that kind of flat look. I promise you I'll stop talking at one point, but like I just want to make sure this is detailed and in-depth as possible. Going in again with the parting, you see how this is only my second part and I'm already above my ear? I'm telling you guys, my head is so small. My head is so small. Yeah, honestly, the parting did not have to be as straight as I was making it out to be. I also just found it was probably just like more like organized when I work in like a neat fashion, but I don't think you have to be this nitpicky with it. made sure I went to get that end again because it's really important that you secure the ends. Make sure they're nice, wrapped up, because if the ends go loose or anything, it's done. That one is done. It's just done. And then also making sure I was overlapping my hair. You see that little like piece that I left out? I didn't want to go back and wrap it, so I literally just wrapped it on its own, added some more mousse. Yeah, look at that. Took some mousse and just like wrapped it around on its own. And it was fine. It was really fine. I got these Flexi rods from literally the dollar store. Literally the dollar store. So the pack I got, there were 3 different sizes: blue, purple, pink. Blue was the biggest, purple was medium, and then pink was really, really small. So I just used up all the big ones at the back because I wanted it to look, you know, bigger and fuller at the back. And then as I headed to the front, or I ran under the blue, I just went in with the next color up. I think here I'm planning for a side part. I think that's why I was parting my hair like that, right? Yeah. If you know you're gonna rock your hair in a certain like part, or wear like a certain side, part it out beforehand, because when you go to separate them, it will get a little bit like messier and like less defined. Make sure your hair is coated in that mousse. You don't want to miss any section because that's what's going to make it really, really sleek. Oh wow, I already into the dryer. Okay, yeah, I sat in the dryer for honestly about 30 minutes. Remember, my hair was not wet. It was just in mousse. So it honestly didn't take that long to dry at all. It never does. Unless my hair is wet, it's literally fine. 30 minutes to 45 minutes and I'm literally good. Okay, watch. Do you see how my hair is literally sticking to the perm rod set? Like I had to rip it from the Flexi rod set. And that's why I wasn't too crazy on using this mousse, because I felt like that could have easily ruined the style if I didn't catch that early enough. Especially because like I'm working the back and I can't really see it really well. All I'm just seeing, like, I'm just struggling. Look at how it looks. But then obviously, you know, you can curl it into place. So when you're curling it into place, yeah, you want to twist it back up into the direction it was going. Either I twisted it the right way. You see how it looks kind of stiff? Again, it's the mousse. Which is honestly, I'm not too upset about it being stiff because, you know, I want it to last longer and I feel like that did help make it last longer. If you're doing a style, you better have time because you really shouldn't be rushing this or else it's not gonna come out cute. I promise you. I promise you it will not come out cute if you're rushing. As I'm taking it down, I'm curling, or like twisting, not twisting, almost like a finger coiling, or like just putting them back into the way they were. So I'm like finger coiling it back into place and you'll see it, like if it's like a little wonky, coil it back into place and it'll snap right back. You'll see me mess it up a couple times and then I just put it back in the right direction. If you put it in the wrong direction, you'll be able to tell. struggling to take the Flexi rod out of my hair. That's why I asked. The Do, it's a great mousse. It's a great mousse, just not for a Flexi rod set, in my opinion. I'm sure people will tell you otherwise. Look at those. Look at how good that looks. Look at how good those coils look. See, so this is what it looks like when like pre-fluffed, pre-separated. It looks perfect. Like it looks exactly how it's supposed to look. Then I went in with an oil, literally any oil of your choice. Don't use too much oil. Learn that the hard way. If you use too much oil, it will deflate. So I already did the back side, as you can see. I think I was running out of time. So I just went ahead and in the back. I'll show you what I did in the front so you know what to do when you get to your back side. So you take the oil, rub it on your fingertips. I ran it around my coil. And then you separate it where it naturally wants to separate it. So you'll see, like, as you're separating, go slowly, and then it'll separate. You'll see like holes. Separate those holes. That's because that's where it naturally wants to separate, right? So like you shouldn't have to do too much work. And then when you're done separating it, again, you're just gonna coil it. Is that the right word? Yeah, coil it into the direction that the rod was. You know what I'm saying? And it'll literally coil perfectly for you like it does there. And then you just separate it as much or as little as you want. The more you separate it, the bigger the hair is gonna be. I like my sets more defined than fluffy, so I don't separate mine too much. You'll notice that in a lot of my styles, I don't tend to separate stuff like this too much. You see how there's holes in that? I'm looking for like the biggest gap, so that's where I know it'll be easier to separate. Because when you like try to like do it your own way and just separate Willy Wonka, it's just gonna get messy really, really fast. So you want to separate it where it naturally wants to separate. You know, sometimes it's not. You see, you find a nice clean hole like that, it's just going to separate for you beautifully. Because I'm telling you guys, it gets messy really, really fast. In the back, it's fine if it gets messy. You know, you can cover it. In the front, you're not working with as much hair as I'm not. And just coil it back into the direction it's supposed to go. If you coil it the wrong direction, you can just go back the other way and it'll look fine. Again, make sure you're taking your time. I'm telling you guys, take your time when you're doing your hair. It makes a world of a difference. So yeah, honestly, that's it. I just repeated the steps. You don't have to add oil every single time. You know, you do a new coil, curl, whatever you want to call it. I think I did it every 2, 3. Again, making sure you're not using too much because the style won't last as long as if you use too much oil. Also, know that the first day hair is not gonna look the same as the other days when you wear this style, because you know, you're sleeping, you're running around, it's humid, it's cold, it's whatever, water will get into it. So if you leave it like more defined now, if you don't separate it as much, even like throughout the wear of their hairstyle, you can continue to separate it, make it as big as you like. So I'm just adding a little bit of oil to the big section, separating it, twisting it into the right direction, moving on. That's literally my process. That's what I did throughout the whole back of my head, and that's what I'm doing now. Understand what I mean when I say like separate it in the gaps. When you like hold one out and you like kind of start separating it a little bit, you'll see like gaps appear, like spaces. Like you see there, like just separate it naturally where you see it already starting to separate for like strands of hair are clumping together a lot. Just separate it in that nice big gap. And just like that, I'm done. I'm done. That is my finished look on my first day. Some people would have separated it more, but you know, it's really your own hair. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, I think this looks so cute. I did a side part, as you can see. Oh, that is so cute. I didn't have time to do my makeup or anything. I was in such a rush, my camera died. But yeah, no, it looks so good. Again, if this isn't separated enough for you, you can always go in and just do it separated more. And if you have like shorter or longer hair, you may want to use like different flexi rods. Like if you have like really long hair, you want to get this one. But if you have like shorter hair, you'll want to go for like the really thin ones. That was the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed the flexi rod set. Leave a comment and tell me what you thought about the style. Would you try it on yourself? Would you see your friend doing it? Did you not like it at all? Please make sure to comment what style you'd like to see next, and I will see you in my next video.